The Nevada Dental Association is backing a bill aimed at tackling the state's dental hygienist shortage, and they are urging lawmakers to do the same. Governor Joe Lombardo's Health Access Act, or Senate Bill 495, creates an alternative training pathway for dental hygienists designed to bring more care to underserved and rural communities. Right now, Nevada has just under 1,500 hygienists for more than 3 million people, and only 30 graduate each year from in-state programs. The proposed plan allows supervised, hands-on training under licensed dentists, helping reduce the time and cost to enter the field without lowering standards. Lawmakers will hear the bill tomorrow afternoon at the state capitol.